Yo, what up, man? Chris, I'm about checking back in, man. Back with a blog, man. Make sure that like button and subscribe anyway, and I appreciate all the support, man. Salute to everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel as usual, man. Couple things I want to talk about. First off, the event that went down in Brooklyn. I talked about it yesterday. That was the one that had Hollow the Don versus Chef Trez. Also had Charlie Clips on the card. Cortez versus Ill Will. I spoke to some people on the card. I actually talked to Cortez, and I was trying to figure out why Brooklyn can't get nobody in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a whole lot about Brooklyn as a borough or anything like that, but I was like, with those kind of names, you know, and I had mentioned I thought Cortez could at least get 50 people in the building and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, why would all these New Jersey and New York artists, why are nobody coming out to support? Come to find out, the dude Scoop was actually charging $130 to $150 for tickets to get inside. In today's economy, you can't do anything like that. That's way too overpriced. People don't really have the money to be paying for battle rap events. There's a lot of battle rap events, a lot of pay-per-views that people got to pay for. And to charge $150 to get in, Cortez said he brought about 30 people. He said it was also a concert going on that was like 2 exits away. They had Busta Rhymes and a whole bunch of other people there. So that could have been a little bit of what took the crowd. But he also said that his people was kind of like surprised that the price was $150 to get in. And someone else told me the same thing. So I hit Scoop up and I told him, you can't charge money like that, bro. Like just 2 months ago, eggs was $4 a carton. You cannot charge that much money in today's economy. Just to give you a little context of what I'm talking about real quick. Let me just find it. If you look at Summer Madness right now, this Summer Madness 15 Loaded Lux versus New Jersey Twerk going down in London. URL is charging $100 to get into this event right now. That's how much the tickets are at this Steel Yard event in London. It's $100 to get in. To give you more context, let's give you more context on the Rebirth, which is Kshine's event. You know what I'm saying? Kshine is only charging $44 to get in. You know what I'm saying? $44, basically $40 to get in with the extra fee for $44. Realize Kshine's event does not have the heavy hitter names that this card got. It got Kshine. I mean, it got big names on the card, but it's not like Hollow the Don, Charlie Clips, stuff like that. So I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Scoop had a bigger card, but this just lets you know the prices that's going around. You're charging more than the Summer Madness. I went to Max Out 3. Max Out 3 was $100 to get in. Max Out 3 had Hitman versus Ill Will, had Verb versus A Ward, had Young Ill returning versus Big K. You're charging more than Max Out 3. So this is just to put stuff, this is what I be saying too about talking to bloggers, bro. You would have talked to bloggers and went over all this, I would have told you charging too much. So you got to have the right people in your ear when you're doing any kind of battle rap event. So he reached out to me. He thanked me for the blog. He actually had a pretty good attitude about it. He took accountability. He wasn't on his who the fuck are you to tell me what I need to be doing kind of person. So I will salute him on that. I see he making his rounds and trying to explain. And it looks like he's trying to do another event eventually at some point in time and reimburse people for tickets or something. He was saying about how he was going to try to like do something, you know, to try to like, you know, make things a little bit better for people that was disappointed. And that's all you can ask for. You go through situations, you learn from it, and you grow from it. Another thing I want to talk about, man. Let me just find it real quick, man. Let me find it. So I don't know if a lot of y'all saw this. Okay, there was this disagreement, I guess, between Danny Myers and NBS. Now, we know NBS has been doing a podcast with Danny Myers, and there seemed to be some drama. It was on Angry Fans Live, where basically Danny Myers was saying that he had let the dude KO from his podcast have his passwords, and KO was basically trying to book battles without his knowledge and was flirting with women and all kind of stuff like that, and just basically I just putting his name in a bad light. So let me play a little bit of it because Angry Fan never put this out. I'm not sure why, so I don't want to obviously go too crazy with it. It's only 2 minutes long, but the live was much longer. I'm not sure why Caps hasn't dropped this yet, but it's a reason why I'm going to play this, and let me let you hear this.
Danny Myers, and he's flirting with girls.
DNA 2.
Yeah.
No,
Like I'm Danny Myers' manager.
But like I said, I haven't been on none of my inboxes for like 2 years type shit. So now I'm once I see the fantasy football shit, now
you ain't been in your inbox for 2 years, Danny.
Now I start going down the rabbit hole, and I'm looking at
DNA 2
messages and conversations that I never had with people, league owners, girls, all kind of shit. And it's like, I don't know this is going on.
DNA 2.
It's like I said, bro, I'm not really that guy as far as if it's that was
DNA 2.
Anything else, it wasn't me, bro. Like once I seen the fantasy football shit, niggas hit me up about that. That was like, that's what like opened my eyes. Like, yo, what the fuck is this? And then, you know, when the league owners start calling me, talking about, yo, they like, what battle?
I got your flight for the battle. Was all locked in.
Yeah, man.
So what you telling me? So okay, wait. Did they ever send a deposit?
No. So what's gonna happen? What's gotta happen is any league owner that has like got any messages from me, they need to like call my phone and talk to me, and so we can figure this out and sort things out. Because it's like,
why would you give this nigga your fucking Instagram password? Not
what I told him. I said, listen, all I need you to do is just chop up clips from my battles and post it on my Instagram because I don't be doing that shit. I don't like. I'm full time at the house with the kids. I'm doing editing. So as far as all the social media,
you're doing editing, but you need him to do editing.
No, I'm editing my own YouTube videos. As far as the Instagram and the Facebook shit, I don't really do that. I just don't. I think I'm just an old nigga that's not into all that shit, bro. So I said, listen, just post the reel. So he has now he has the password to post it. And I seen him posting little clips and shit like that. I was like, okay.
All right, so that was basically Caps live. It was actually a lot longer live, but it's not actually ever been put it on YouTube, but it's actually on Twitter. This clip is from Twitter on DNA Tooth. So Danny Myers was saying these things about KO. I got to know KO a little bit behind the scenes. We all know he was in the drama with the whole URL and RBE stuff and everything, but I've got to know him behind the scenes, and some of the stuff he be saying be spot on, like well, what's going on in the culture. Like you come to find out, like he's a lot more plugged in than I thought he was. But at the same time, he responded to Danny Myers, man. I'm kind of getting through the blog right now, so this is actually not a response to, or not me really like going through the blog, because I haven't really watched it. It's early as hell. I haven't really got to it. But he basically, this is it right now. Let's talk about it or whatever. He dropped a lot of receipts. He said he gave Danny Myers money in situations like this. He said Danny Myers, he always kept him abreast of what was going on in the culture, what was going on with his Instagram. If he did hit up a league owner trying to get Danny Myers booked, he would always let Danny Myers know, I spoke to this person. How are you feeling about maybe taking this battle? What kind of money are you looking for? He said, and he was showing screenshots of Danny responding to it. You know what I'm saying? So he dropped a lot of receipts and all this kind of stuff. And he basically said that he was not messaging women on Danny's behalf unless they were female battlers like Bonnie Godiva and stuff like that. And that's just to set up battles. Anything else that involves any women and flirting was all on Danny. And it seemed like Danny was on Instagram saying that he wasn't. So Danny was on live saying, and this is the interesting thing, Danny. I got to keep it real with you because I'm stuck in the middle because I done got to know KO a little bit, and I know that a lot of the culture don't really rock with KO, and I fuck with Danny Myers. You know what I'm saying? I've been at Danny Myers' house, met his wife, the whole nine, and it's like one thing you said, Danny, that did kind of not make sense. I got to keep it real with you. You said you haven't been on your Instagram in 2 years, but you message me on Instagram all the time. Like I don't even call you. I just talk to you on Instagram. On message. So I'm just like, how is KO messaging all of these people on your behalf and you're quote unquote not on Instagram, but you message me on Instagram all the time. And Instagram is the #1 social media site, bro. It's almost impossible to be like, I'm not on Instagram and you're a battle rapper, to not know your messages. And to be like, I'm not on my Insta, like I literally be messaging you on Instagram. So for you to be like, well, I haven't been on my Instagram message in 2 years, it's like, bro, I be talking to you on IG. So that doesn't really make sense. And he dropped hella screenshots that y'all talk on Instagram and that you're messaging. So I don't know, Danny. I mean, right now this video hasn't really blown up and gotten to the masses or whatever. And but he dropped a lot of screenshots, and he basically is just coming out saying that you were, in his eyes, messing around on your wife, and it got caught through messages. And the way you're trying to get out of this is saying, I don't have access to my IG. It's KO, and KO is messaging these women. And basically that's what he feels like is really happening, because he's like, he done sent you money, he done helped you out, he done done all kind of stuff where he has bailed you out of situations, gave you gas money, all kind of stuff like that. So he don't even know why you just pulled this whole, this whole thing on him. So I don't know, but I'm still getting through the blog, so this is not me really just responding or really giving a real opinion. I ain't gonna lie, he is dropping some receipts on you though, Danny. I gotta keep it real. And if you're saying that he's doing this on your behalf, like flirting with women and all that, then you can drop some receipts. And he actually challenged you to drop receipts that he's sending women messages on your behalf. And then he was like, well, why would I do that? It doesn't really make sense, because at the end of the day, even if I tried to act like I was Danny Myers, I still can't sleep with the women. I'm not Danny Myers. I'm a Cambodian guy, which is true. So, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know. But Danny, if you got some receipts, and you can drop some receipts if you trying to drop this whole mess or whatever. But he responded, and I don't know. He was very calm and very just dropping receipts. So I got to keep it real, Danny. Like, it seemed like he kind of has some stuff. But that's just my thoughts. Maybe I'll talk about it a little bit more when I finish watching the entire blog. Like I said, 33-minute blog, and I'm only at the 7:34 mark. But I've scammed through enough to know, because I did look at a couple things. Like that's a screenshot. You go through further on, there's like more screenshots right here. This is a screenshot. I scanned through it a little bit. I was just trying to scan through, look at some stuff, and I was like, oh, I need to go back and watch this entire thing. But it hasn't really made its rounds. As you can see, it's only 110 views in 1 hour. So keep it real with you, Danny. You might want to figure out what's going on with that. Or Angry Fan can drop the whole video or something. I don't know. I don't know where y'all stand on that. But what else do I want to talk about real quick? Kshine event, man. Kshine has this is it right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the tickets are $44. Excellent price. So maybe he'll be able to get some people in the building, because I kind of feel like, I thought if this event was any kind of high price, like if he was charging $75, $80, I was like, people probably not gonna come out and support. $44, the way you a legend in Harlem and all this kind of, you should be able to get some people there. You know what I'm saying? I think you got Rex promoting, or Rex hosting, or something. Rex is doing something. Y'all should be able to bring Harlem out, man. $44. Y'all should be able to pack that venue for $40 fucking. I'm saying that right now before this event. Kshine is a legend. Rex is a legend. Head Ice is a super vet. A lot of people look at him as a legend. Swave is a super vet. Charlie Clips might still be in the area, or whatever the case may be. There's a Mook, Lux. Y'all should be able to get a pretty nice crowd to this venue to support Kshine. I'm saying this right now. $40. If I was in New York right now and it was only $40, I'd be like, damn, I ain't crazy. I wasn't that crazy about the card, but man, I done fucked off $40 on some food. I gotta keep it real. I done been on the road, bought some food for $18, didn't even like the shit. Like, damn, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't even like the way this tastes. Threw the whole food away and went and bought some more food. That might have been another $16. And that's damn near almost $40. So I definitely done fucked off $40 before plenty of times. So if I was in New York, I just, $40 to get in, that ain't nothing. I can see Kshine return. It might be electric. This may be a once in a lifetime thing. This could be Kshine's last battle. You never know. You never know what could this event could lead to. You know what I'm saying? If it's not successful, you might just feel like, fuck this shit. But you never know. But I do anticipate Kshine in battle a lot more. But you never know. Kshine's return, Shotty return, $40. I would definitely come check it out. So with that being said, Nick G versus JC. He said Nick G is zip him up. He said Nick G is one of the people on the rise. He didn't want to give Nick G no favors, and he threw him JC. Throwing him JC definitely wasn't a favor, and I got JC winning this battle pretty clear. Salute to Nick G. I never saw you before, never seen you battle, but you got to show me something because I don't know. Big T versus Serious Jones. Serious Jones is a Jersey nigga, so he should definitely be able to have a little bit of the crowd from that area, Fight Club. People should be knowing Jones from that area, so Big T, in my opinion, has not been good lately. He was actually okay versus Av in his hometown, even though he lost that battle, but he was actually good, pretty good at it, I think, in the first round. But I got Serious Jones winning. I think Serious Jones has not been that bad lately, to keep it real with you. So salute to Jones. He had a pretty good John battle, if I'm keeping it real. And I think he's kind of on a mission. He's been talking a lot of shit about math and other stuff and different stuff. He was getting at gyms recently. So all right, Jones, show and prove. You know what I'm saying? Show and prove. I got Jones winning clear. Reed Dollars and Sharon. I know Reed is a Philly legend, but Sharon barely lose to any URL-ish battlers. So I got Sharon winning this clearly, and I think for everything that's going on with the card, I think Sharon gonna get in there and get busy, man. That's just what he do, and I don't think Reed can't do nothing with Sharon. I gotta be honest, not nothing at all with Sharon. Kshine and Shotty Horror. A lot of people have a hard time sometimes understanding Shotty Horror and with his accent or whatever. I think Shotty Horror will be good because every time you watch him, he's always been a good battler. I just think the setting, with it being in New York, I think Kshine's return, the fact that Kshine can bring hella niggas and have it looking like a whole dot mod, zip 'em up type shit, and Shotty obviously being from overseas can only have but so many people there as an entourage, just the way it's gonna look like Kshine is kind of dominating in there, obviously from New York, and it's a must win for Kshine, bro. We can people like Kshine and Briz returning to battle rap, they cannot lose. You cannot be in blogs talking about I'm about to bring battle rap back. I know what the game been missing. He was even on 3 Letterman saying he wasn't impressed with some of his peers' battles. So okay, you must gonna be setting the standard of what battle rap need to be then. You cannot have a lackluster performance. It ain't even that you gonna lose, because I don't think there's really a way you can lose a Shotty when your return battle. I mean, unless you just choke or something, but I don't really think you can really lose to Shotty in this situation. You still gotta be good, bro. You still have to be. We can't be looking at this battle like, yeah, Kshine won, but it was kind of mid. It was a block Kshine. Like, we can't be saying that. It ain't even about winning a battle, because I know a lot of people are like, yo, Kshine is a must win. It's a must great performance. That's what it is for Kshine, and that's what it was going to be for Briz too. Briz couldn't just come back to battle rap and win. It's like, bro, you sat out 4 or 5 years to come out with this kind of performance. Kshine hasn't battled in 2+ years. You can't sit out this long, talk hella shit about where the culture is, and come back and not just win. You can't be barely winning. You can't be having mid performances. It can't be lackluster. It can't be whatever. You got to turn up and give us damn near a classic Kshine. So with that being said, I definitely got Kshine winning. The question is how good will Kshine be? He has to be great. Not just good. I feel like he got to be great. So that's just my thoughts. Let me know. Holla at your boy.